Hi, I'm David Cowan from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm 55 years old. I'd like to share my coming out story with you. So it happened in 1979. I was 15 years old. That was a long time ago, and that's when I successfully came out. But the story itself is a little bit strange. I knew that there was something unique about me. So I noticed when a man walked by, I would become sexually attracted to them. But if a woman walked by, I felt nothing. So I knew that there was something a little bit different about me. But I didn't understand what that exactly meant at 15 years old. I didn't have a clearer picture of what my identity was. Back in 1979, there was no story of people on the spectrum. There was no representation of anyone in the LGBTQ community. And so even though I felt like there was something funny about me, I didn't have any role model to give me any examples of what that was. Everything was hush hush and covered up back then. That was the 70s for you. So what happened, I met a girl and we started hanging out together, and we decided that we would get naked for the very first time. So I was 15 years old and I was really excited. I was curious. So the girl and I got together and we took our clothes off, and then we stared at each other, and I thought in the back of my head, what am I supposed to do? I felt nothing. I felt zero attraction to her. So I asked her what I should do with her boobs, if I should push them or rub them or something. She could not believe that I was asking her what to do. She told me that I was so gay. I was speechless. That was the first time that anyone had ever called me gay or labeled me that way. I couldn't even, I just kept denying it, and I said, that can't be true. But she was convinced, and she put her clothes on and she stomped away, and I just didn't even know what to say. I put my clothes on. I was shaken up. I didn't even know what to think. And I actually started crying. I was crying, and I went to my mother and I said to my mother, that girl, she thinks I'm gay, and I don't know what to do. Do you want to know what my mom did? She started laughing. She started laughing at me. She told me that she knew I was gay my whole life, but had decided that she wanted to let me figure it out on my own. I couldn't believe her, but she knew it. In fact, she said, hold on a moment, and she went over to the phone. Remember back in the 70s, phones, they were on the wall, and they had this really long cord. So she called me over to the phone, and she said, hey, I'm making a phone call. This is your father. And she talked away, and she told my dad all about it. I was mortified. I told my mom to stop. But she told my dad how I'd finally figured out that I was gay. She kept laughing as they were having this fun conversation, joking about it. I didn't understand what was going on until he arrived home from work, and he said, that's great. Congratulations, David. You figured it out. You're gay. It's not a big deal. I could not even believe him that he thought it truly wasn't a big deal. But he said, oh yeah, I've got a neighbor that's gay, friend that's gay, coworker. It really isn't a big deal. I had full acceptance.